What's up, bro? I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. I know life. It wasn't meant to be easy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, for you to even think that it was supposed to be easy is dumb on your part. I ain't gonna lie. But you gotta change it. You taking these drugs. You taking you taking these short-term gratifiers. Whether that's drugs, whether that's drinking, whether that's whatever it is, bro. And it's not helping you. You trying to escape the place that you're in right now is not going to do anything for you but dig you into a deeper hole. Instead of trying to escape, you should be looking to go through it. Instead of trying to escape, you should be looking to go through it. A lot of times in life, people try to escape things. Like, you can't find a rabbit hole out of everything. Some things you have to go through. Life is one of them. Problems in life is one of them. Life wasn't meant to be easy. We're meant to have tests. We're meant to have trials and tribulations. That's why, you know, that's why there's things called tests in life. It says in the Quran, it says in the Bible, God is going to test you in many different ways. And don't get discouraged by that neither, because it also says that you're not presented with more than you can bear. So you may be thinking that this situation you're in right now is hard and you can't get through it. You can. You can. So by you doing these little are you doing these little, these short term things, whether you popping these pills, you drinking, you smoking this and that, that's not doing nothing but putting harder tests on you. And to be honest, right now you failing, bro. Like you for real failing. You for real failing. I ain't saying you supposed to just be Superman and just power your way through life and just pass every test you do, because we human, we all make mistakes. But but sufficing or with these vices that you have, like, obviously everybody has to have an opening. Everybody has their little break time. Like, that's cool to have. That's perfectly fine. I got a vice. I got a few vices. But you have to change them though. You have to change them. They can't be negative. They can't be negative on your part to where, it's putting you backwards, or it's keeping you from excelling through these tests and excelling through life as fast and as quick as possible and as healthy as possible. My friend, she told me, she said one time, she was like, yeah, I smoke, but only because I got issues at home and I just don't feel like being myself sometimes. And she told me that, and I was like, I understand. I forgot what I said word for word, but it just gave me more insight on her situations and her things. And I find myself always in these positions to where I have to keep reminding people that their life is worth it, and you're supposed to be here. You're not supposed to, if you wasn't supposed to be here, then you wouldn't. Like, nothing just happens for no reason. Like, you're supposed to be here. Like, I kept having a reminder that, and every time I'm put in a situation like that, it always reminds me of how people, people have their own life, but once you realize that people really have they really have their own life, cause I don't think you understand, like, it's so many people on this world, and they each have their own lives, and their own different perspectives on how other people's life is going. And you're never really gonna truly understand how someone's life is going other than yours. So it's really, I know hearing me say that and me telling you to change your life, it's a little counteractive, but once you realize what I'm about to say, it's gonna click for you. People do have their own perspectives on life. They do. People have their own issues. People have struggles that they're going through, and people cope with it differently. Not what works for somebody may not work for the next person. Like, for me, music works for me extremely well. Like, anytime I'm having a situation, music is like usually my number one go-to. Or God is first my number one go-to, then music is next. But I believe that although people take to certain situations differently, that doesn't mean that, you know, that situation always has to be solved with a negative thing. And I know there's a lot of negative things going on in this world. There's a lot of negative, you know, things that we can take in. And usually those are the first options that we look at because it's so shined upon. Like, it's so favored in society now, especially with us. Like, we young. Like, I'm young as hell. I'm still young, bro. So with my peers in my generation, it's really like, it's easy for us to, you know, look at that and be like, okay, that's what he's doing, so I'm gonna use that to cope with my problems too. And they see that as like the only option, the only way to solve their problems. And, you know, it's not necessarily a good thing because there's so many different ways for you to, you know, get through things. There's so many different ways to get through things. You can use music, meditating if that's your thing, talking to God. I don't think people realize that God really can like relieve a lot of your stress and a lot of your problems. You really just have to get closer with him. Like, that's the key to life, is getting closer to God. Like, that's literally all you have to do to get through life happy, and, you know, to get to your goals, to get to whatever it is. All you have to do is get close to God and you'll be good. Like, no matter what the situation is, you're gonna be good still. It don't matter. You're gonna be good still. So yes, bro, like that's it's just a lot of other options, and we usually tend to pick the negative ones first. And we gotta stop doing that, because these negative ones, they seem, you know, they seem cool, they seem like it's gonna help us, but in reality it's just killing you. Like, it's really just taking you back, putting you in this false image that you're doing something happy, you're doing something good, you happy with life, and you're not, bro. You're not happy. You never will be happy if you keep doing those things, bro. You gotta change it. You gotta change your vice, find something else to get you through life happy. Cause there's a way you can do it. There's a way you can get through life happy for sure. Like, it's not impossible. You definitely can do it. But, you know, it's just, once you realize within yourself that you know, the things that you're going through for a reason, and 9 times out of 10, that outcome is going to, like, enlighten you so much. Like, so much. I had a situation I was going through, terrible time, terrible headspace for me. I mean, I don't really necessarily like talking about it, but terrible headspace for me. After that situation was over, you know, like I said, I got closer to God in that time, so I think that really helped take a lot of the burden off of me. But, you know, that it really showed me the wrongs that I made, and, you know, what I needed to change within myself. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever problem you're going through, sometimes it's not yourself that's causing it, but there's definitely something that you can do to fix your take on it, or to fix your look on it. But, you know, your life is worth it. Don't waste it because, you know, you in a situation, or you know, you feeling some type of way. Don't waste it, because, like, then I'm gonna be like, I didn't do enough. Like, cuz was out here DFG4L, and now all of a sudden, like, what happened? But, you know, you're still gonna be lit though. For me, you beautiful, and you deserve to live, and you got a lot of great things ahead of you, my boy. Or my girl, if you watching. She ain't even had one on lamb around there. Alright, so I did you for always been lit. Now you good, girl. Rock me real slow.